Hello, Leo. Welcome to your Spiritual Revolution guidance reading for the month of Cancer. Okay, so the month of Cancer goes from June 21st to July 21st. And within this month, we have a couple of pretty big transits. So on June 29th, there is the full moon in Capricorn. And we also have Mercury retrograde. So that's going to last for 3 weeks until July 23rd. And then finally, Jupiter is entering your sign of Leo. So that's really exciting. This is a very lucky month. I think a lot of Leos have been hearing like 2026 is going to be your year. And that's because of this transit, really, because of Jupiter in Leo. And so this is a spiritual revolution guidance reading, which means that there's a spiritual war going on. And if you are being called to this reading, that is because you are being called to participate in the spiritual revolution and whatever that means for you. But this reading is going to go into, we're going to talk about the themes for this month of Cancer. And I forgot to mention, we have the new moon in Cancer on July 14th as well. And then we'll go deeper into some messages from your guides as a participant in the spiritual revolution. So I'm starting with the chakra card this month, and your chakra is the throat chakra and just the general throat chakra. So Leo, what are you speaking? What are you expressing? What are you creating? The throat chakra is where our creative potential and our thoughts and analytical mind, our communication comes together to be expressed and put out into the world. This feels very 10th house to me. What are you putting out into the world right now? Where are you being seen? What are you saying? And what messages are you presenting that the world needs to hear? This month of Cancer is all about that for you. And it's no surprise because we have Venus in Leo as well as Jupiter is going to be going into Leo. So these two planets together are really about your value, your self-worth, your luck, your abundance, and having that shine through your most authentic creative self. So now is the time to really shine your light and to step into that spotlight and to allow yourself to be heard and seen. And as a Leo myself, I know that this can be challenging because Leos, we're told you're too much, that you're full of yourself, that you always want to be the center of attention and crazy things like that. However, that is like Leos are meant to be seen. Like we are the leaders, and my fellow Leos, it is now time for us to really embrace that. And if we're doing it with authenticity, a genuine spirit from the heart for the good of all, then if anyone has a problem with that, that's on them. The other theme for Leo for this month of Cancer is achievement. So this is the sun in Capricorn. And achievement, this is really all about what have you been building? I think, Leo, like over this year so far, it has been a struggle. It has been, pretty challenging. If this resonates, great. But also, I'm sorry. However, that doesn't mean that you have been like just sitting and being depressed and wallowing in the sorrow, so to speak, in the pit of despair. No, you've been working hard. And there have been achievements building up because you have been building things. You're building yourself. You're building your business or your career, things with your family and relationships and all of these kinds of things. And achievement. I think this month of Cancer, you're really going to feel like, okay, like all this hard work hasn't been for nothing. I've actually been really working towards something and people are going to see it. However, in order for them to see it, you also need to speak it. People aren't just going to say, oh, look at what you've done without knowing that you've done it, right? They need to be able to see it. And this feels kind of work related. This isn't a specific work reading. This is a spiritual revolution reading. However, it feels like the work that you've been doing is to help humanity and to help the collective um, in this spiritual revolution. And it's really time to showcase that, I think, because you have a lot of skills. You are a born leader, Leo, and it's time to lead by example, lead from the heart, lead in spaces and places where other people are too afraid or intimidated to go, because those are your spaces. So I'm going to get a little bit down into the details here and see what comes up for you. Okay. And like that. Okay. Loving it. Loving it. Not just because I'm a Leo, but this is a great spread. However, it starts out with what I've been talking about, some of that challenge. So 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is carrying the burden all by yourself. So Leo, we tend to, because there's like this heart and this need to see everyone happy and at their best and to really want to take care of everyone. You know, Leos get a bad rap for being selfish, but actually Leos know the importance of self-care and taking care of the self so that they're able to help others. And what this sometimes often manifests in is this burden of carrying it all alone and putting it all on your shoulders and feeling like, well, if I don't do it, it's not going to get done. Or if I don't do it, then someone else is going to have to pick up the load, but I can take it on. I can take on another thing. Leos, we are the pros at saying yes when we should be saying no. And, you know, it's not a bad thing to want to help out and to do what we can. And our shoulders are very broad, Leo. You can do it. You can take on so much, but you don't have to, and you're not meant to. And it's actually a disservice to the people around you. I'm thinking about, you know, some examples where Leo women, for example, tend to take on so much of the burden in a relationship that it puts their partner, their man, at a disadvantage. And, you know, they're like, kind of like, okay, well, why am I even here if you're going to be doing all of this, if you're not going to give me space to carry some of the load and to do the things. And so it's almost like by trying to support everyone and do all the things that we end up pushing people away. And am I just speaking to myself, or is this resonating with you as well? But basically, the thing is, there have been a lot of challenges. There's been a lot of struggles. We've been carrying a lot, Leo, and it's time for you to put some of that burden down. And so that's kind of like the background energy. So what's current? Like, what's happening right now at the beginning of this month of Cancer? And we have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, loving this, because the Page of Pentacles is starting a new journey. So there has been some achievement, but now it's like, yes, let's celebrate those achievements. However, Leo, you're on to the next thing already. But definitely celebrate those achievements. Celebrate where you've been and what you've done. But there is a new start coming for you, and this is lucrative. So this, you know, Pentacles is all about, it can be all about the money, but it's about the material gain. This is about the material world. And really, in this spiritual revolution, we need to remember that, yes, there's a spiritual war going on, and there's battles happening between, you know, good and evil, the good guys and the bad guys. However, there are very real things that we need to take care of in the material realm, and we're not meant to you know, like push those to the side or to forget about them. Like, we need to take care of our bodies and our home, our environments, and the people around us, and our relationships, and our, you know, like even our finances. Like, this is important, and to really pay attention to those things to make sure that we are secure, that we have this. I keep saying we because I feel like I really am talking to myself, but really take these messages. Leo, make sure that you are creating a stable environment for yourself in the material realm so that you're able to handle the spiritual battle and the things that are happening, whether it's in the astral, in your dreams, in your meditations, in the energies that you're feeling around you, in the energies in the world that you're taking on as well. Because when we look at this 10 of Wands, it's not just your personal battles and your personal burdens, or you're in your relationships, in your family, in your work, but you're also feeling everything that's happening in the world right now. There's so much. This year has been a real revelation in terms of what's been hiding behind the curtain. And, as the people around you have been feeling it more and more, you too have been taking it on, not only for yourself, but those around you. And so the Page of Pentacles is telling you, okay, what's that foundation? How do you really take care of yourself so that you're able to embark on this next phase of your journey? Because it's a really exciting phase and it's going to bring success. And I just keep getting pulled to the map in this card, if you can see that. So there's a map on the ground in front of the page. He's not really looking at it. He knows where he's going. And he has the map because, he's done his research and he's prepared. And that's the thing, Leo, you are prepared for this next phase. You know what needs to get done. You have the map, you have the playbook, you know the next steps. Even if, they're not all super clear, they will be. And as you travel down this path, like, it will just illuminate, and you have the map in case you get lost at any point. There is support and there is guidance there for you. And it's really exciting. I feel like this month of Cancer is really a time for you to start this next phase. And it's interesting that I'm saying that because there is the Mercury retrograde happening right now. And typically in a Mercury retrograde, I would say don't start anything new. But because you are so prepared and you have this map, you've already started it. It's been in the works, in the gears, in the plans for a while. And now you're just really starting the execution phase. So it's not as if you're starting something new. This is like kind of like old news a little bit, if that makes sense. You've been thinking about it for a long time. You've been planning. The structure is in place. And now it's a matter of, okay, let's embark on this. And whether that is in your career, in your relationship, in your home, your shadow work, even potentially, things like that. However, I am getting a very strong kind of career vibe here. Okay. And finally, the outcome energy for this month is the Four of Wands. And I'm beaming because this Four of Wands energy is so celebratory. It is so joyful and blissful. And it's like that like, of course you have achieved. Like, achievement is your overarching energy for this month. And it's because what you are setting out to do, you have already achieved it in the spiritual. Now is just a point of making it material. So, what I'm feeling is, if this is career and maybe you're looking for a new job, or you're launching a new project, or you are starting a new business or a different phase of your business, whatever it is, it has already come true. The end of the story is written, and it is a very positive, happy, celebratory one. And now you're just making it happen in this physical realm. It's already come true. Like, I don't even know what else to say. party, which is so exciting because Cancer season, once that ends, it is Leo season. So it's like going to be the best birthday present, I think, for you. And it makes so much sense because we have Jupiter in Leo, we have Venus in Leo, and there's all this amazing, lucky, beautiful energy that's just flowing your way. And I do want to caution a little bit because even though Venus and Jupiter are moving into Leo, we have lovely, lovely Pluto sitting over in Aquarius and opposing that energy, which is going to also bring, some more challenges and things like that. However, it's all for the best, and it's all to remove anything in your life that is no longer fitting so that you can embrace the true, authentic path that you are meant to embark upon. And it's going to be your year, Leo. Okay. So we have the full moon in Capricorn on the 29th with that Mercury retrograde. We also have the new moon in Cancer coming up on July 14th. So let's get a message from the moon. Let's see what else you need to know, Leo, during this month of Cancer. Okay, there's two. So the blue moon, which we just celebrated, believe in the impossible. So believe in the impossible. And the fixed moon, hold your vision. So I love this because of the challenge that you've been experiencing. It has felt really hard. And like, there's been a lot going on that you've been carrying, but hold to your vision and believe in the impossible, because what you want to achieve is just around the corner. And I feel this so strongly for myself as a Leo. I feel it so strongly for you, the people that I'm reading to, the ones that are really coming to these readings. This is the energy that I'm tapped into. And I feel that that this celebration moment, this joyful, just like abundance is coming through. And believe in the impossible. The universe responds to you and your energy and the trust and faith that you have in what you can achieve, because you've done it before. The evidence is there. Like the other lesson with the Page of Pentacles is that the 1 through 10 of Pentacles has already been achieved. You've already done it. You have lived the successful life. You know what that feels like. You can taste it. You've been there. You will be there again. It's coming. You just need to finally express everything that you've been wanting to express. And this creativity that's been bubbling within you, this potential is now at its pinnacle and is ready to be revealed. Oh, and I'm just so excited. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for myself. Like, let's go, Leo. Like, it is our time. Jupiter in Leo. Jupiter is that planet of expansion, and it is ready to expand our aura. And we have Ginseng, the Magician, for a final card. And Jirgon Sacha, however you pronounce that, Transfiguration. If you can see that. I know the lighting's not great for these cards. But, so Ginseng, the Magician. So really, Leo, this is about you being able to take the elements of the universe and turn it into your wildest dreams, everything that you want. So believe in the impossible, because you are the magician. And you are creating this next phase of your life. It's very exciting. And then Transfiguration. So this is very much related to the Tower. As you can see, there's a tower on there. So the Tower in Tarot is all about everything crumbling, falling apart to pieces so that we can rebuild it in the image that we want. And this feels very much about this 10 of Wands. So, you have been kind of going through these tower moments, and you've been thinking, like, even, um, is it even worth it? This next thing that I want to do. Yes, I've been planning. Yes, I know what it is, and da da da, all these things, but is it even worth it? Should I even do it? Do people want it? Is it going to be important? Is this really the direction I'm supposed to go? And the answer is yes. Whatever you were doing before, feel free to burn it all down and move on to the next. I feel like, these burden these these burdens, these sticks, these wands, um, are the kindling to this tower moment, and helping you to transform through fire, which is your element, so that you're able to emerge and begin this next step, because it is that important. What you are bringing to the world right now, what you have been wanting to bring to the world, to your relationships, to your community, your family, your friends, is exactly what they need. So let me know if this resonated with you. Drop some comments below. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear that as well. This is a general reading, so maybe not everything resonated. Take what did and leave the rest. If you want to go deeper, I do personal readings as well, so hit me up for that. And thank you so much for being here with me this month, and I'll see you in the next one.